is chanting shit about Zionists and Palestine and Arab killers and all this shit. And he's got two bottles in his hands, one in each hand, and I guess they would be Molotov cocktails. Pro-Israel protesters were attacked near my hometown for requesting the hostages be released by an immigrant who overstayed his visa. Yeah, the guy wasn't Palestinian, to contradict what someone was saying yesterday. He was Egyptian. He was Egyptian who went to America and overstayed a visa. Mohammed Sabri Soliman of El Paso County, Colorado, could be charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. Wait, what? If people died? Do we know? Extreme indifference, deliberation with intent, non-family gun, 1 count of attempted murder, first-degree assault, causing serious injury to an at-risk adult, someone over 70. Oh yeah, it was, I think, were a lot of these people who got burned, the ones who got severely burned were mostly like old women, or was it mostly, or was it like a disproportionate number? 1 is in critical condition. 8 have been hospitalized with burns and other injuries. Obviously, Stephen Miller saying suicidal migration must be reversed. Yep, one of the people who got burned was a Holocaust survivor. Hate crime. Kash Patel, targeted terror attack. Police spokesperson, I don't think they committed to that. The Holocaust survivor is the one who's in critical condition. Oh. Oh, that's not good. What is this? This is the Colorado the Molotov cocktail attack, right? The firebombing. Is that what it's called, a firebombing? When he's using those 2 bottles with what looks like there's fuel in them? Glass bottle containing liquid. Where? Colorado. At a hostages march. 2 women rolling around a little bit in their underwear, having stripped out their burning clothes, really bad burns all over their legs. Shit. It's called Run for Their Lives. Advocating for the release of hostages, safe, quiet, peaceful, inclusive to all religions, non-political global initiative. At a hostage march. Yeah, I think it's one that they've been doing every week in Boulder. Witness describes the attack. Not a Holocaust survivor, a daughter of one. My dad is friends with most of the victims. I grew up in that community. What? So the 88-year-old isn't actually a Holocaust survivor. They're just the daughter of one. Okay. Like they were born after 45.
I was like looking at the courthouse, maybe like 100, 150 feet away. And I saw like some flags moving around and like just like people like wrestling. And it looked like someone was getting beat up or something. So I kind of just like went over there and I was like, oh mom, like something's happening. Like this isn't good.
Oh, hello, Erudite.
I saw like this big fire go up and it looked like a lot of the front area of the courthouse, like the grass, I think it's like cement too right there, was on fire. I think it went out pretty quickly. But while there's still kind of patches of fire, I started running over and I hung up the phone with my mom. I called 911 and they were like, I said there's a fire on Pearl, and he was like, okay, yeah, help is on the way. We're getting a bunch of calls. So I hung up the phone and people were yelling. There was a kid yelling like call 911. People on the street were just yelling call 911. People were running. And I jumped over this like tiny little fence over to these 2 ladies on the grass, and it was 2 older ladies just like kind of rolling around a little bit. They were in their underwear because they had like stripped their pants obviously. And yeah, I was just like, how can I help? And they had like really bad burns all up on their legs. And then I went over to this other grass area that was like right by the front entrance. And there was another lady on the ground with really bad burns on her legs, just like screaming. And as like that was happening, I was talking to this girl, I was like, what's happening? Like, what's happening? Like, is everything okay? Like, how can we help? And she was like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what's happening. Like, he's just yelling. And we look over and see this guy just shirtless, screaming stuff. I couldn't make out anything he was saying. But he was just screaming, and he had like a container or like a glass with gasoline in it, I'm assuming, and he was just kind of holding that, waving around. Some guy had mentioned before I was running over that he was armed, but I don't know if that was true. But yeah, so he was just screaming. People were kind of standing in his face, like with cameras, just like, you know, obviously to get videos of it. Because, yeah, lady that was rolling around on the ground, she was wrapped in a flag. And I could, like, not even make out her face. Like, looked like a lot of her hair got, sorry, I don't want to be, like, gruesome, but, like, yeah, she was just not, it just wasn't a good scene. And she was definitely needed help. And, yeah, it was just not obviously a good thing to see. Yeah.
Okay. Breaking news, guys. Breaking news. Yeah, so the story is that he went to this hostage march, which I think is called, was it Run for something? Yeah, Run for Their Lives. They've been doing it about every week in downtown Boulder, Colorado. And this guy comes up to them and is chanting shit about Zionists and Palestine and Arab killers and all this shit. And he's got two bottles in his hands, one in each hand, and they're, I guess they would be Molotov cocktails. And apparently a makeshift flamethrower. Okay, and then he throws it at the crowd. I think the youngest. I think the youngest person that was hit by this was like 67 years old. So so oldest one might be 88. The guy was Egyptian. Apparently he was overstaying a visa. So that's is he still alive? Yeah, he's in custody, I think. He's been arrested. Yeah, it's wild. What the fuck, man? Ooh. I don't really know what the problem is that I think the scariest thing about this one is going to be the right-wing response, because people like Stephen Miller and these wankers are already abusing it like right off the cuff to be increasingly harsh on immigration. And it's not even going to be like, it's going to be fucking Arabs who are not immigrants either as well, like like Arabs who are American citizens, not to mention migrants. So he has family and they might be deported. Yeah, it's just, yeah, whatever crackdown they're going to do is going to be very, very disproportionate, I think. BB's making a day of it. Yep. Wasn't this guy a white American? No, this guy was Egyptian. This guy was Egyptian. But it's also like, how many attacks was this in the space of what? How long ago was the DC shooting? Was it over a week ago or was it about a week ago? I don't know, man. The first guest of Alcatraz. It's about a week ago. So I don't know, man. Like American Jews. Sorry, Zionists. No relation. They must be having a really hard time now. Fucking hell. What is the fuck? Because I know that they were already talking about the museum attack, and they were saying about how they wanted to have more security at Jewish spaces and things like that. And you think a march like this was I guess it was like a Jewish represented march, but I mean, I guess the people who were near him didn't probably feel that threatened because it looked like he was carrying like bottles of alcohol, you know? So when he decided to go fucking full Molotov, like, that's just like, Jesus. It's almost like fucking perfidy. That's alright. Okay. Sorry, I'm just messaging someone. We might have a debate. Who knows? That Jake Corn guy is replying to me. So we'll see when he's up for it. How do you save this movement from its own lunacy? Bro, I don't fucking know. What? They're done. They're cooked. Who is this? Frisk. I have no idea who that is. What is this? New details. Colorado. Okay. Criminal complaint. Ooh. I just get the original site for this so I can zoom it in properly. U.S. District Court, Colorado, Mohammed Sabri Soliman. I'm sure I'm saying that properly. Oh my god, where's the fucking court document? How do I get the court docs? Give me it. Fuck. Mohammed Sabri Soliman, U.S. court document. Bro. I think Fox News has it. Okay, federal court filings. Uh-huh. Oh. I wish there was a quicker way to Google these things. Like these, like whenever I look for these court documents, I don't know if it's like because some of them are just not accessible outside of the United States. I've noticed that as well. Federal court filings. Mohammed Soliman. Does Washington Post hyperlink to the court docs? Come on! They must. They have to. Right? You may need access to Pacer or something. That's cringe. I'll just read it on Twitter. Whatever. Okay. On or about June 1st, 2025, in the county of Boulder in the state and District of Colorado, the defendant violated a hate crime involving actual or perceived race, religion, or national origin. This criminal complaint is based on these facts. See affidavit attached hereto and herein incorporated by reference. Okay. Probable cause. Why did it jump to 8? Did they take out page 1? Oh, for fuck. Okay, whatever. I'm over it. According to a post on Facebook, an organization called Run for Their Lives organizes a weekly walk across locations in the United States as a way to call attention to Israeli hostages still being held in Gaza. As documented in the post, the organization walks in Boulder every Sunday and posted about a walk on Sunday, June 1st, 2025 at 1 p.m. at the corner of 8th and Pearl Street, Boulder, Colorado. On June 1st, 2025, at approximately 2 p.m. MST, Soliman threw 2 lit Molotov cocktails at individuals participating in a pro-Israel gathering near the Boulder courthouse located at 1303 Pearl Street, Boulder. Okay. When he threw the Molotov cocktails, Soliman yelled, "Free Palestine," and the Molotov cocktails ignited in the crowd of people, causing burn injuries to 8 individuals. Soliman was detained by local law enforcement. A plastic container with a yellow top was found near where Soliman was arrested. In the black plastic container were at least 14 unlit Molotov cocktails comprised of glass wine carafe bottles or ball jars containing clear liquid and red rags hanging out the bottles. Near the plastic container was a backpack weed sprayer potentially containing a flammable substance. The clear liquid in the glass bottles and weed sprayer were determined to be 87 octane gasoline, which was determined. Space? Thank you for the space, Twitter user. That's so helpful. 11. Skip. For some reason, that page is not important. Okay. I believe them. Law enforcement located a 2015 silver Toyota Prius, Colorado license plate, registered to Soliman and parked nearby on Spruce Street and 13th Street. Visible outside the car was red material consistent with the rags found in the black plastic container, a red gas container, and paperwork with the words Israel, Palestine, and USAID. Okay. The vehicle was subsequently moved to the FBI Denver facility. Soliman was placed under arrest and Mirandized interview was conducted by local and federal law enforcement. During the interview, Soliman stated that he searched on YouTube how to make Molotov cocktails, purchased the ingredients to do so, and constructed them. He traveled to Boulder, Colorado in his vehicle with the Molotov cocktails and threw 2 of the cocktails at individuals participating in a pro-Israel gathering. He also stated that he picked up gas at a gas station on the way to Boulder. He stated that he wanted to kill all Zionist people and wished they were all dead. Soliman stated he would do it, conduct an attack again. He specifically targeted the Zionist group that had gathered in Boulder, having learned about the group from an online search. Soliman knew they'd planned to meet today. Sunday, June 1st at 1 p.m., he arrived approximately 12:55 p.m. and waited for them throughout the interview. Okay, throughout the interview, I don't even know what page, fuck me. No, this is actually, okay. Throughout the interview, Soliman stated that he hated the Zionist group and did this because he hated this group and needed to stop them from taking over our land, which he explained to be Palestine. He stated that he had been planning the attack for a year and was waiting until after his daughter graduated to conduct the attack. Holy fuck. Father with kids, man. Fucking hell. Bro, this is scary. It's really scary. It's like, fuck. Also, during the interview, Soliman stated that he resides at 2316 Washoe Circle, Colorado Springs, Colorado, with his wife and 5 children. He stated that he left an iPhone at the house, hidden in a desk drawer with messages to his family. He also stated that he left a journal inside his house. According to his Colorado driver's license, Soliman resides at 2316 Washoe Circle, Colorado Springs. After his arrest, law enforcement officers arrived at Soliman's residence in Colorado Springs and observed his wife leaving the home. Soliman's wife then went to the Colorado Springs police office. She brought with her an iPhone 14 that she identified to belong to Soliman and can be used by other members of their family. Law enforcement officers also observed the storage unit identified by a neighbor to be associated with Soliman's residence, which was located behind the residence. In a video which was posted on the social media platform X during the attack, an individual identified as Soliman is seen shirtless, pacing back and forth while holding what appear to be Molotov cocktails, glass bottles containing clear liquid with a red rag hanging from the top of the bottle. He is captured in the video stating how many children killed, then a few moments later, end Zionist. Dude. So he wasn't in America on his own, he was in a house with a wife and 5 children. Colorado Springs is a 2-hour drive. Dude. You need to pay to get primary source documents. Oh well. Will you reach out to Richard Hanania for a debate? He's a pro-ethnic cleansing guy. That could be a good debate. Why not? Oh, messages from the corn guy. Let's go. Okay, wait. I think this guy is trolling me. This guy is insanely fucking annoying. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah. Oh, PF Young already uploaded our conversation. Damn. I guess these people are quite quick with the editing. Okay, let's see. Someone said that I should look at the comments of this. I don't usually like to read comments of people who I disagree with. You never get good fucking news in the comment section, guys. Lonerbox is the exact opposite phenotype as PF Young. More please. Must be the most pragmatic and serious YouTuber in this conflict. I feel like I'm watching him dismantle your vibes-based positions through sheer contrast. LeMayo. You're literally saying that US needs to tailor its demands of Israel in a way that allows Israel to ignore them without consequence. LOL. Whoa. Shit, okay, sure. Soft power position. Clearly far more informed than PF on this. Oh no. Comparing settlers to Hamas is insane. I think you didn't do very well on this one because of lack of research. Confidently talking with no substance. Oh, damn, they're actually... lack of humility. Man, the fucking... his fans are not... I wonder why he won't debate someone who's more knowledgeable like Bad and Panada. Okay, dude. Still interacts with Destiny. Oh, all the time. I always do that. Always. Not this Zio-Nazi. Okay, that's actually that's a strange amount of pushback for just a video being out for a few hours. I think it's funny how Young's own fans constantly antagonize and ridicule him. This comment made me so mad I'm going to interview Finkelstein just to spite you. Based! Get him on! Bring on the boy. The big man. He has the debate with Rose Wrist. Oh, cool. That could be fun. Well. What is the story about this shooting at the aid hub? I believe the initial story was that a few dozen people got shot, but I don't know. There are conflating reports. IDF issues denial, thank you Sky News, after reports of at least 31 people killed in an Israeli attack near aid distribution site. There are conflicting reports about the number of people who have been killed and whether the deaths were a result of an airstrike or gunfire from Israeli forces. Let's have a look. 3-minute video.
They've been queuing for food just after dawn near one of the new aid distribution points when the firing reportedly started. This video appears to show that moment.
Everyone was on the side of the road and they were shooting randomly at people. And the Navy was shooting and exploding bombs. There was no mercy. You say there is aid, so why is this happening?
Some of the bodies were rushed to hospital on the back of a donkey and cart. The emergency department at Nasser Hospital in Khan Yunis was packed. A British doctor working at the hospital filmed this video.
These are all gunshot wounds, and as you can see behind me, we've got all the bays are full and they're all gunshot wounds. It's absolute carnage here, and there are even more people in the main emergency department.
The IDF said it was unaware of any injuries, and the Israeli-backed Gaza Humanitarian Foundation has claimed the reports are false, fake, untrue, and fabricated by Hamas.
The IDF said it's actually reviewing this issue right now to see it. They didn't have any information to give me before I came online with you. But I have to say that during the last week, we have heard so much propaganda coming from Hamas about the humanitarian distribution point that I wouldn't be surprised if that's another case like that.
The morgue in Khan Yunis was overflowing. Many of the dead were brought straight here. The health ministry in Gaza said that all of them were either shot in the head or the chest.
He went to get some food for this little boy. Why did they shoot him? Why did they tell them to go get aid? Why? They go there, and then they treacherously kill them. It's sinful what they're doing to us. They are lying to us.
The IDF released this drone footage today, which they say is armed Palestinian gunmen firing at people collecting aid. This was a different incident, and they don't explicitly say it was Hamas, but the Israeli military claims that it is an example of gunmen trying to prevent Gazans from getting food. There is still a desperate need for aid in Gaza, and the security situation is volatile, as people will do anything to get some food. The UN is delivering some aid, and the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation says that it's handed out more than 4 million meals over the past week. But these pictures from early on Saturday morning show how chaotic and out of control it is. Contractors in blue vests watch on as thousands grab what food they can. Israel said that the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation was set up to ensure aid didn't get to Hamas. But like this, there is no way they can know who is getting their hands on the food. Alistair Bunkle, Sky News, in Jerusalem.
1 second. Dead air. Yeah, fuck off. Okay. Okay. What the fuck was this? Okay, the aid thing. Okay, IDF, Gaza, aid, shootings. So the IDF put a retraction, not a retraction, a rebuttal to this, but I think it's already potentially been disproven. They said that Hamas were shooting civilians at the aid site, but there's already people who are saying that this is problematic. Let's see. Let's see what Hamza's. It was Hamza on Twitter was saying this, wasn't he? Howdy Hamza. Howdy Hamza. Okay. He was correcting this video, which apparently is not Hamas shooting at civilians trying to go to the aid points, saying that this is from Han Yunis, but it's all Twitter fucking shit. I don't know, like if people are doing open source intel on this. The Holocaust survivor is not in critical condition. Okay. I think the corn guy is not going to debate. He is being a real pain in the ass. Okay. That's what I expected. Let's see. Chat, what is a hobgoblin? I need to know his typing speed. Jesus, he's just fucking spamming me. Okay. I don't think BBC Verify are going to be publishing something on that aid depot shooting. I'm probably just going to wait until they produce a result because I have no fucking idea what the yeah, I have no idea what the verdict is going to be there because it's just two videos that look completely or yeah, it's just like they look like they're from different areas, but then I think the IDF is already claiming that they have an alternative explanation, although people are saying it's from a different area and a different day, so that wouldn't be an alternative explanation. Not helpful. Not helpful at all. Fucked, actually.